Hi, I'm Allie, and this is Wisdom for Living. 3 minutes of your week, wisdom for a lifetime. Passover's coming, and I haven't been around for a while. I've been very, very busy. Scrubbing, sponging, scourging, mopping, dusting. Do you want to know what's behind this obsessive, desperate housewife's cleaning ritual? After all, if you were going to walk into my house, you would say, Allie, the floors are clean, the bathrooms are clean, the cupboards are fine. Dayenu. It's enough. But one time a year, it's not enough. One time of year, Passover, the Jewish people commit to a no-holds-barred rampage against eradicating any trace of leavened products in their home. They search for any pretzel crumbs, bread crumbs, cookie crumbs, cake crumbs. In Hebrew, we call those crumbs chametz. And chametz is a symbol of the Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara is the part of us that simply doesn't want to make room for God. Just like the yeast in the dough, we're too puffed up with our own self-importance to care about our spirituality. We're too puffed up with concerns about our own needs, our own image, our own reputation, our own agenda, our own negative habits and self-sabotaging behaviors. We don't have any room for God. So one time a year, we search every crevice and nook and cranny of our house for the crumbs, for the pockets of ego that get so puffed up within us that we don't have room for God. And we make room for the relationship. That's how we free ourselves on Passover. You may have noticed something. You can't see God and you can't hear Him. And that's exactly the way it's meant to be. God has to walk a fine line between proven existence and free choice. If it were totally obvious, hello, I am God, we'd be robots. We wouldn't have any free choice. Of course we choose to have a relationship with Him. But if He hid Himself completely, we wouldn't stand a chance. So what we have to do on Passover is look at our lives. Start with the Passover story. God could have said, look, I'm going to turn off the lights. You guys get out of here. Go to Israel. I'll turn the lights back on. The Egyptians will not know what hit them. But He didn't. He created 10 plagues, which were 10 experiences that were so visceral that even Pharaoh, who was the epitome of resistance to God, said, God is real. You Jewish people get out of here. God then splits the sea, and 3 million members of the Jewish nation received the Torah at Sinai. God was real, and God is real through history. Every single generation they've tried to destroy us, from the Egyptians to the Greeks to the Romans to the Persians to the Ottomans to the Germans to the Russians, and yet somehow we've managed to not only survive, we have thrived. Look at nature. If just one little thing were out of sorts, we'd be doomed. If the sun were just a little bit farther away, we'd freeze. A little bit closer, we would burn. Look at your own life. If this hadn't happened, which led to this thing, which led to this thing, I wouldn't have met him and I wouldn't know what I know now. Look at every aspect of life and seek to have a relationship with God. That's what Passover is all about. Clean up your crumbs, metaphorically and physically. When you clean your house, think about it. What you're really doing is you're cleaning out your ego, the puffy sense of self-importance that obscures your soul and keeps you from wanting a relationship to God.